see if the volume is up. Oh, my goodness. It wasn't. Okay. I gotta say. I was gonna go and let me see here. Mm, I was trying to decide if I should go on TikTok. That's what I'm trying to decide. I don't think so though. That's okay. I'll probably do them later on this evening. See what's up over there. So just gonna wait a few minutes. Y'all hear those birds? Those are my babies. So just thought I'd say that while I'm on the live. Okay. Okay. Just trying to share out, and I know what I'm talking about. Just give me a little time for someone to come through the door. When you come through, hit the bell, thumbs up, and turn on your notification to all and share me out. Okay? Now, how I know what I'm about to talk about, I come prepared. I have written it down. Okay? So, I'm going to get a few minutes or so. And honey, we can go. Now, what I'm eating here is some salad. Okay? Salad. Salad. And I have a steamed hamburger with some cheese on it. This is Mott's, less uh, calories, I guess you could say. So this is my lunch. And the dressing of choice. Italian. Don't mind the nails. Life. Gotta get them done. Okay, so that's what I use on my salad. Nothing else. Only thing I have in my salad is tomatoes, green onions, lettuce, and the dressing. Nothing else. Like I told everybody, I'm trying to get back on track, and I think I'm actually doing it because I can see some results, especially in my face. You can comment down below if you agree or not, because if you've been following me on my weight loss journey, that is, you could go down and look at a couple of the videos. It has a pink and light blue thumbnail, thumbnail going down. You see my face might have been a little bit forward. Okay, so here we go. I'm trying, y'all. I am trying. So let me take a bite or two of my salad. Nothing else but my salad. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm, mm. If you have never had steamed hamburger, I use garlic powder, onion powder, a little smoked paprika or regular paprika, and some hamburger seasoning, no salt. I put some Tabitha Brown's seasoning, no salt, and breadcrumbs, one egg, mix it up, and then I put some ketchup in it. Okay, and when I tell you, you don't speak with food in your mouth. Well, you know what? You get off here because you have no business saying it, Debbie Downer. I could talk with food in my mouth. You don't tell me what to do. Anyhow, you can stay here or exit out the room. Thank you. So, anywho, somebody gonna tell me I'm ignorant for chewing with food in my mouth. I turn my head. I'm old. Anywho, I'm back on here like I stated. There's a lot of people be on here doing mukbangs. Okay, so anyhow, I'm gonna proceed to go ahead. I said I was gonna come back on here. One of the topics that I wanted to talk about and discuss, you can comment, you can come up with some topics, ask me to speak about it. Again, disclaimer: I am not a psychiatrist, psychologist, therapist, social worker, none of the above. I'm a person that knows a lot, but not everything. I'm also not for everyone. So if this is something you don't want to hear, please, you don't have to stay. I said, please. I ain't being rude to nobody. I don't need nobody to be rude to me. We got that out the way. And that's just how easy it can be. I'm not for everyone, but everybody goes through something. One point you can like, you can comment, you can share, and you can give your opinion, but in a respectful way. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, okay, so one of the discussions or topics I wanted to speak about, why do we call Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or YouTubers friends? I'm gonna wait a few minutes and say why I decided to talk about this. Wait a few minutes. Somebody tell me not to eat a little bit. Oh, bye. And I ain't talking about bye Felicia either. Do what I want. I'm grown. Okay. One of the reasons I decided to come on and discuss about this, because oftentimes I'm speaking my truth. This is my truth. For instance, I knew this guy and I would share a lot of things with him because I knew him. And I considered him a friend. Yes. The reason why I consider him a friend is because, first off, to me personally, if you're in a relationship with someone, there should be your friend. It should be somebody that you like. It should be someone that you can come to and talk to about any and everything within reason if you choose to. Now, this is the gag. If that person decides that they don't want to talk about it, I cover my food up and I'll wait till I get off here. Not because somebody says something. I want to make sure I talk and stuff. This right now, I could have said this was a discussion and a mukbang, but it's not. So, anywho, oftentimes when you with someone, that could be your husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, just a friend, okay? If you decide to tell them something, open up about it, something you might not have share with your mom. I'm gonna tell you why I say this. I'm gonna try to say it in a sense like make sense about it, right? I don't need no one. I've had it happen to me. This is my truth. To tell me that I don't need to talk to a man, I don't need to be with nobody. Why are you worried about being with somebody? It's okay if you're not with somebody. Hey, I don't talk to nobody. I ain't with nobody. And they lying. They're lying. But you're supposed to be my friend. I done cried a river. I done told you some things. I done shared some things with you because I knew you. But really, do we know a person for real? No, because don't nobody fully know about nobody. I don't care if you've been with somebody over 50 years. You're not here. You get what I'm saying? I know your favorite color because you told me. Unless you told me it was your favorite color and it really ain't, just to shut me up or just to, make me feel good. No, I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about, do we really actually physically, mentally, emotionally, psychologically know anyone? You don't know me. I'm sitting up here sharing some things with you, and I'm not telling you no lie, but you can get off here and say, that woman just probably just telling us anything. You get what I'm saying? I'm down to earth. Okay? So this has happened to me several times, 2 times to be exact. Oh, you shouldn't worry about being with nobody. You ain't been. I'm single. Okay, I can say that. That don't mean I live by myself. Okay, don't nobody know my address, but I am single, and right now at the moment I'm working on myself still. Okay, for me and for the one that God blessed me to be with, and He gonna bring that right one because He's gonna be me. He gonna be made for me as I am for Him. It ain't no one side thing here. Patience. So I'm sitting up here saying, is this person a friend or is this person just feeling like they want to take your vulnerability that you are because they know you a sensitive person, they know you emotional person, they know you're because they experienced that part with you. Okay, we're gonna speak, come through, and if you ain't got nothing positive to say, could you leave the room, please? She's not single. What is wrong with people today? Maybe you're not, but I am. So, anywho, and why are you worried if I am or not? I'm telling the story, everyone. So I'm gonna ignore the trolls, I guess you could call them. I don't got time for that. I'm too mature to feed into it. Okay, negatively. It's all positive over here. This is discussion. This is a chat. This is what people do. How do you think motivational speakers or people have podcasts? So if you don't like what I'm saying, anyone can exit, okay? You can exit. Because that's sad for anyone to take that much energy and time to just pass someone's post or live and just hop right on and say such negative, crazy, stupid, ignorant things. And you know what? I got that off my chest. So you write all what you write. So when you leave up off of here, I hope your conscience whoop you. And if you ain't got a conscience, you're not a person that's existing. Maybe you're a fly on the wall. Okay. So anywho, I got that out. And it felt good to say all that too. Because this is the thing. I see a lot of people that are content creators. Here we go. I could throw something out there. I got some comeback, okay? I see a lot of people that are content creators that speak of this. Why are you getting on people's lives, especially if a person is mentally going through something emotionally, psychologically, or just need to talk or vent or rant. Why will people have a tendency of getting on people's lives, commenting such horrific, horrible things? Now, say for instance, everybody know everybody know that everyone goes through stuff. Everybody goes through things a different way. Everybody's emotions is different. So my thing is this. I'm on here with my voice speaking what I want to say, and I'm gonna continue to do so. Okay? I don't care if you got off on the wrong side of the bed, because if I got off on the wrong side of the bed and if something's bothering me, I'm not taking my frustration out on no one. I'm speaking like this now because people need to get themselves together in their head. And so you just passing on somebody's post. Now I can see if this is the thing. I can see if you observing somebody and there's certain things you don't like about that person. Do that mean you got to speak about it? Mm-mm, mm-mm. But an opinion of towards what I'm talking about, you can voice your opinion. Hmm. You can even ask me, why are you speaking about it? You can even ask me, have I been through it? If you paid attention, I already said this was about me and things I have been through. Ain't no shame in my game. See, this is me getting up here being truthful. I ain't trying to sit up here and make it seem like I'm this, that, and the third, even though I am. But I'm talking about like I ain't never been through nothing. I'm speaking from what I've been through. And if you have never been through nothing, with boo boo, baby, or whatever, you can just keep it pushing. You get what I'm saying? It's just that easy. So as I carry on, you sit up there and confide in people. Basically, what I'm saying is confide in someone. You might tell that person something you never told nobody ever before in your life. You might not even told your first husband, your second husband, and you meet somebody later on in life. You might tell them the horrific, horrible things that you have been through because you're comfortable. I've done that. I won't say I won't do it again because that's me lying. And if I do, he most certainly has to be my husband. Okay. But do everybody tell everything about what they've been through in life? Comment down below if you choose. If you feel like this is something that you don't want to hear, like I said a million times, don't nobody have to sit in this room and listen. Okay? I'm ranting. I'm telling the truth. I'm speaking the facts. I'm talking about life. Okay? All of us, adults mainly, because the children, they still growing. They still go through things though. Okay? But I'm speaking about on a relationship, supposedly being adult level. See, this is set for no kids, but I understand that people can make fake profiles too, coming on here acting like they're adult. That might have been a kid just a few minutes ago, but I timed them out. I ain't got to block you, but I want to keep every time I'm talking, you saying this, you saying this negative stuff. You blocking you blocking everybody else's blessings that I'm sharing what I have to share, and you also probably blocking yours because you might be physically, mentally, psychologically going through something, but you're ignoring the fact that you're going through something. So what that call is, what you call that, is running away from your life. Okay, carry on, friends. Another thing I have written down. I wrote this down. Why do people have a tendency? That's why I said all of it's going to come into one big ball, okay? So if I'm all over the place, listen to the beginning to concept of what I'm saying. I cannot stand. I've been through this too. Someone to say that they don't want to be in a relationship. Okay, probably not you. Okay. They probably don't want to be in a relationship with you. And, but you're asking them, people so childish. Are you talking to anyone? Are you in a relationship? Because if you're in a relationship, I don't want to talk to you. First off, I done been with you. Second off, I still had some kind of little bit of pinch of a nerve feelings for you, but nothing like it was, okay? But when I asked this question, yes, when I asked this question, I don't want to be with nobody lying to me about what they're in and what they're not in and telling you, follow me, you're doing good. You don't need to be with nobody. I don't mind being alone. I ain't talked to nobody since you. But then you stumble across this photograph, as that song goes. And he's talking to multiple women. Now this is the gag. This happened on Facebook with me, okay? This ain't no fabrication or a lie. This is a true thing that actually happened to me. So, anybody can comment down below if this has happened to you. You see mutual friends. Let me drink this because I got some lettuce in my mouth still. Okay. I almost want to make it seem like I'm spitting at people. But anyhow, you see mutual friends of a person, like for instance, my daughter, for instance. Me and her friends. And then they show these lists of people. I don't care what nobody say. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know what I'm saying. You see a list of people because that person you're friends with, which is my daughter. So it is show this person pop up on yours, and it say this person's a mutual friend of this person, this person, this person, and you telling that person, but you're trying to say it in a roundabout way. But you see what you see. This happened to me. And you just outright saying, you going looking for stuff. Why are you worried about it? First off, didn't you hear me ask you what I asked you? But then I asked you, do you know Susie, Sally, and Mary? I'm just throwing names out there, okay? No. Mm-mm. They don't want to be a part of your world. Comment on your posts, tell you, hey, throw you gifts out there because Facebook has that bonus program, and if you do reels or posts and performance bonuses and all this, that, and the other, and frankly, I don't care about that no more. I didn't. I was involved in it, but I'm not like I used to be because they still owe me money. Okay, true story, my story. I'm not giving you my time and energy, and you still owe me money. You're a multi-million, billion-dollar company, and you take it from people. I said it. So anyhow, they say they don't get on posts and say hi because they feel the need that they probably just don't want to. But then some other women's posts throwing them up gifts, stars. They shouting them out as the biggest gift giver, because you can do that too. Hey, sexy. So what I'm saying is, if ain't nobody understanding me, the topic is, me personally, I ain't talking about I have a friend down the street. I'm talking about my topic. And if you want to shine some light on it or chime in, you can do so. This is an open mic discussion, okay? Why do people do that? I'm 58 years old. I don't have time for games. I don't, like I said, I don't know everything. That really, really, really drives me cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs in a sense. Because my thing is this, I could say this. If you're talking to me and you somewhat interested in me and we be together and we in a relationship, I don't care. It wasn't a relationship, but that's what you think at the time, right? And you end up finding out all these things and you bring it to a person. Because, see, that's me. I'm that type of person that I'm not going to falsely accuse no one. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. No, 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 no. I have to have hard, concrete proof and evidence. Like they say, innocent until proven guilty. That's me. I'm that type of person because I don't want to falsely accuse nobody and make myself look like a fool. I have to really, really have the proof. So the proof is text messages, photos, recording, or write out things getting presented to you. Like I just said about the mutual friends thing, honey, I ain't going looking for nothing. That's what I was going to get to too. That's why I say everything I'm talking about is coming around. I ain't went looking for nothing. Anything that happened to me, because this is what you do. God, I don't understand what's going on. Maybe you can give me some answers or just put it right out there and make it a vision, or you could dream about it. God's allowing you to open your thinking process, your mind to see it clear. That's me. I sit there and I remember I was at my sister's house. That's why I said this is all coming back together. I was at my sister's house and I would get up every morning. If she got on here, she could confirm to this. I got up every morning before everyone got up in this house. I'm talking about confirming that I lived with her for 2 years and a couple of months. 2 months, I want to say. And I was really feeling some kind of way. I wasn't happy. I was just with someone. And I know this being over. That's the truth there. I knew this. Why did you stay? Well, first off, you was trying to be a friend and loyal. But see, that's an excuse too, right? I sat back there in that back where her dining table is. No one could really see me unless they came that way to go into the kitchen, but everybody was still asleep. And most of the time, my sister's daughter that got killed, rest her soul, she used to come she used to come past me and take 2 pieces of clothes and put it in the dryer or the washer to wash. And she called me Annie Baby. True story. She was murdered. 2018. Okay. I asked God, I don't know what I'm going through. I didn't ask him, I was talking to him. Let me say it like that because I'm going to say I didn't ask him for nothing. I said prayers for my kids. And see, I'm a praying mom over my children. And when you stop praying, I have before, yes, I have. Things seem like it don't go as planned because even though they might not pray, you need to cover them. Cover them. And I was back there sitting down. She had this opening that where you could sit in her dining area and look into her kitchen. I loved that. Now my dining area don't have that, but it's okay because it's sectioned off. But hers is sectioned off, but she had that opening you can sit at the table and talk. And I would sit there in that same spot, and I would talk to God, and I would pray, and I would get up and do some stretches. And don't you know, 2016, September or August, I want to say, a friend of mine, I mentioned this before, I had seen her in over 40 years. Okay? Me and her went to elementary, middle school, and high school together. She had gotten a Facebook account because her sister already had one. She didn't have one until 2016. Okay. And she said, you need to get on there because, um, people you done went to school with, da 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 da. And she reached out to me. And I'm going to be honest with you. My baby girl told me this. She said, Mom, and I believe it, but my baby girl said this. She said, her coming back in contact with you. Hello, welcome to my show. Her coming back into contact with you was a blessing. And everything that happens to you is a reason. So they said, lesson, blessing, season, reason. And I'm not gonna tell you no lie. That was probably one of the funnest times in my life in a long time with a friend, not family member, someone outside my family. I understand 40 years go by, people change, of course, because she said, girl, you still wear those skinny jeans? Like I told y'all, I was small as heck when I was in school. I wasn't no chubby child. Okay. I said, girl, no, I don't have babies. I don't have 3 9-pound babies. Almost one was almost 10. Okay. Pounds. And so she came and got me on the weekend. I told y'all this is story time. Everything I'm saying is true and everything I'm saying. Thank you so much. Shout out to Raja, Raja, Raja. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. See, that's what I like. Shout out. Just subscribe, honey. Set your notification. You'll hear some stuff. I talk about everything. And the thing of it is, if people sit back and listen, I'm not talking about no third person. I'm talking about everything I'm talking about pretty much is something I done been through. Okay? Ain't no shame in my game. That ain't me telling every detail, but I'm putting out things so people can kind of get a concept of what they probably have went through, been through, going through, and trying to get through. Okay? So, yes, I'm that person. She picked me up because where she stayed at, we stayed about an hour away. I stayed the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and she took me back. Man, oh man, I'm going to tell you something. I was having such a good time. I caught the bus. Wait a minute now. The second time I caught the bus because my dad picked me up at the bus station. The third time someone took me and came and picked me up. However, the first time I went was the weekend, second time was a week, and the last time was a whole month. And let me tell you something. Everything I was going through, it was more than 6-7 years of stuff, okay? She didn't know this. I didn't go down to her house to rant. I didn't go down to her house to vent. I went to her house to do exactly what it was, to have a good time, unwind, and enjoy myself. And let me tell you, that last time, each time, her hospitality is on point. You heard me. She can cook. She's very clean. She has a daycare. I even got my certification to be in her house because I was over 18 through the state and took it, drop it off at post while she let me use her car. Okay. I know because it's where I'm from. Okay. So I forgot where I came from, so to speak. That's what you call that. And she let me, yes, she did. Mind you, this has been 40 years. She wasn't the same person, neither was I. We done grew, right? She trusted me. She had a Yukon. What's a Yukon? Or GMC. Yukon. Nice vehicle. She let me drive that too. When I tell you, this is me talking about God put people in your life for a reason. So a little backstory and caught up. So I am not all over the place. Listen to the first, coming around. Like I said, the 3 things I was going to address is going to address and talk about the same thing, basically. So when she came and got me, Lord Jesus, I'm not going to lie to you. That was one of the, I feel like I was going to therapy. Let me just explain like that because I am trying to say stuff. I don't try to be messy. But at that time, I was so mentally, when I say mentally messed up, I was going through everything from my second husband, my mom passing away, my brother getting murdered, and the second husband stuff started in 2005, but I'm going to go past that. I'm going to go to 2012, 11, 12, 14. That year was horrible. My mom passed away 10 days before my birthday. My birthday's January 30th. The 20th, she passed away. And we laid her to rest the day after. And then my mom's brother passed away that same day we laid my mom to rest. Then my niece that my mom raised, that lived with her, my baby sister's daughter, because she was so close to my mom, and then because my sister was unfit. But anywho, she wanted to. See, I'm not messy. My sister stayed right across the street, directly across the street from my mom. Literally, you look out, hey girl, you ain't got to talk loud or nothing. What y'all doing over there? She could hear you. That same year, the end of the December, my brother that got murdered in 2011, 11 days after his birthday, which is October 11th, my kid's father's 10th of October. His daughter had got murdered. My mama used to stay on Monroe. She was found deceased on Monroe, and my brother got murdered on Monroe. So 19th to 30th, and then 80th something in Monroe. The same week, maybe 3 days later, my baby sister's oldest daughter, her 3 grandchildren, and her son's girlfriend, I guess you could call them murder too, because they was ran off the highway with a semi truck, killed them. So that's murder. All this happened. And when my mom passed away, I ran away. Yes. Nothing make sense to me no more. My mama was gone. And I ran from trying to run from the pain of losing my mom. Baby, let me tell you. I came back to this place. Left April the 29th, 2014. My mom, so that's February, March, April. 3 months later, came back. Stupid. I was so stupid. I call myself stupid, but my mind was not there. July the 8th, 2014, I came back. And you know what? I said this. God had me come back because my baby sisters, because I have 2 younger than me, needed me. My baby sister, when she lost her kids, I already said, she wanted me there for her. And I had to be there for her. My sister, my other sister daughter was a murderer in 2018. She said, I want somebody to help save my mom's life. Right along the time of us, having the, after people pass away, people eating and stuff like that. That same day. My sister did not know this. I start coming over to her house. It had to have been March 2015, the following year. And I was going over there often. Hello, welcome to my live show. This is a story time, the truth, fact, story, everything. This ain't just no rant. This is talking about some topics. So one of them was friendship, relationship, and visions. Okay, all of it came around to the same thing. So when she said that, that just resonated in my spirit. do something. And I was staying with my baby girl at the time, and I left my baby girl's house, and I was spending the night with my sister. She didn't know what I was doing. And then I gradually start staying weeks, and then gradually I moved in. I did it because I know what I was doing. It wasn't because I didn't have no place to stay. I gave her, I think, 2 months. And see, I talked to her like this. Come on, we're going to get up and do something. We're not sitting down. We got to move. And I started going with my baby sister to all her appointments. All of her appointments. For about 2 years. And that 2 months period afterwards, I stopped going. And I stopped I still live with her, but I stopped going to the appointments. I did it because I wanted to see if she was wanting to do what she needed to do. Okay. I went through so much, and this is nothing against me helping my sisters, no. But in the midst of all this stuff that I was going through, I didn't realize how lost I was and how damaged I was and how broken and how mentally distraught I was because of everything. Your mind, I don't care. They say mind is a terrible thing to waste. Yeah, but your mind is not no freaking big storage shed either. It's just there, your mind. So this is why I'm saying this, because of my friend. She came to me, and that last time when I went to her house, she invited me to this black and white party. You can either wear black or white or black and white. It didn't matter. As long as you got on black and white, it can be together or separate. Clothes. Party. And the woman that had the party was her and her sister. She also invited me. So I felt even more welcome because, I didn't want just my friend invite me and then I felt awkward. No, I met her too. So that was that. Honey, when I tell you, it was on the crack-a-lackin'. It was nice. It was so nice. I had a good time. I got on the dance floor, danced and everything. I didn't act uppity because I didn't know nobody. I didn't act like I didn't want to talk to nobody. I cried every night. Every night. I had to do that because of my marriage. My only brother that I love so dearly. I got to get his shirt to show everyone. And matter of fact, I think before I get off this live, I'm going to get his shirt that I had made with his pictures on. That's what I'm trying to say. And I wore that shirt once. I don't think twice. But I know for a fact once because I wore it to his funeral. I cried. From my marriage. I thought it was a relationship after my marriage. My brother, my mother, my uncles, because there was some others that passed. My nieces and great nieces and nephew. So you got my baby sister's daughter and her 3 babies. And I think at the time, I'm not for certain now, they was all under 4. Or one was 4, one was probably 2, and the baby was about 10 months, maybe. And then we come on around. So that's the 14th year. Boy. I remember my son's friend said your family had, because he knew of these, he knew my mom, he knew my nieces and stuff like that. My son's friend that he went to school with. And he ended up living in closer to the state where we at, and it's a small world. His dad was in the military, so was my kid's father. But anyhow, he said he reached out to me. He said, "Y'all's family has really been through a lot." That's what that child said. And here I am. I have tough skin. But wow, when I tell you, you have to release it because it will consume you. And when I released it, staying with my friend for 30 days, and when I said she had the most amazing hospitality, I'm so serious, cooking and taking you places. I remember her say, "Girl, come on, let's go to Walmart and get these shoes." And I got some tennis shoes. I got them in the black, pink, and orange. And I don't know if everybody remember when we was going to school, they kind of like cheerleading shoes, or they used to call them white girls, right? But they have them different colors. We went and got those shoes. I had woke up and she knocked on the door. And I mean, when I said she clean, she'll take them sheets off. Anybody stay in that room? I know this for a fact. I seen it. She washes them. She wiped down the plastic on the mattress, sprays it, vacuum, wipe down the walls and everything for the next person to go in there. That's just how clean she is. Oh my goodness, she's so clean. But anywho, her hospitality was on point. And my daughter said, "Mom, that was God." Just like she told me it was God that brought me and my kids' fathers together. And I'm going to tell you something. That man loved at me. And I never felt that way. I'm not comparing. Yes, I am. Never felt like that ever before in my life. And he's not here. He's gone. And I said to my child's mother last night, I don't have that support. Uh-uh. And what I mean when I say that is when it's my children. Now, my youngest daughter, my oldest daughter, my third daughter, my son, if they're going through something, yes, I'm going to hear from it. But if they're going through something, I don't want to always call and tell my baby girl, or I want to always tell my oldest daughter. Because really, those are the two. One shows up, but the other one's supportive too. Because she stay out here where I live at. And I can't be selfish to her. I'm forever grateful. People don't say that about their kids. But she have her life issues and things too. I don't want to load all this. Uh, she don't mind it, but this is me saying it because I know how it can be, especially when it's dealing with family. I'm just saying. But she said it. She said, "Mom, people come in your life for a reason." So my friend's cousin, which is a guy, shout out to him, he supported me through a lot. And I say this not in a vulnerable stage either. He was there like a ride or die, but we and him have never been together. He lived in a different state. And what made it even special is when you have somebody tell you to cry and they on the phone while you crying and they supporting you and they're not just saying it, but you FaceTiming, like y'all can see me, but I can't see y'all. And you on the phone with this person hours. I never physically in person saw this person, but I seen him multiple times on camera. So ain't no catfish, nobody ghost me. And he was my only friend after his cousin. And she's still my friend in my heart. But sometimes things, and I'm forever grateful for her. I'm so serious. But certain things that people do, I guess I'm an oddball or awkward person. No, I can love you, but I don't have to go along with what you're doing. Vice versa, neither. And sometimes I think that's why people don't come around me, I guess, because my sisters now, for instance, they know I'm not no a messy Bessie type of person. They know I'm not a drama queen. But I tell you this, you have a right to defend yourself. I could probably be that. And speak up. I know I'm that. And the reason why I say this is because I've experienced so much hurt in a relationship where a man didn't speak up and defend me, and I had my own back. So that don't mean that, hey, I'm a pushover type of person. I'm sitting down here. I hope nobody don't think I am. But I tolerate a lot of stuff, go through a lot of stuff, but I take myself out of it too. That's why I said I'm sitting on here like last week or whatever. Hell, I cried. And I meant to cry. I needed to cry. I wanted to cry. I talked about very, very delicate topics. And what made me cry was everything that I'm going through. It's almost like everybody needs to pop that bubble and speak up and not hold everything in. That's where anxiety sets in. When you hold it in, have you ever hold something in and you just feel like, not watch it. Every time when you go, that's anxiety. And the best thing to do, it ain't always no medication. The best thing to do when you have anxiety is to talk. Go punching bag. But talking to someone when you have anxiety, it's almost like layers get pulled off you, and your head feels lighter, and you expressing yourself. Talk to someone. And sometimes the best person to talk to is somebody that's not really relative to you. Leave to be if it's a friend, but also you got to watch sometimes that too, or just set up an appointment. Talk to a pastor, talk to a social worker, psychologist, psychiatrist, therapist, a counselor, some kind of motivational person. Listen to a lot of motivational stuff. Do some affirmation. Write down stuff. I live with a pad and a pen by me. I have this one, and this one. And this one right here, I just found I had two. I said I was going to buy some. Honey, I've been cleaning. Two brand new ones. One, 150 sheets. Two. And this is my planner. And so what I decided to do is, so it won't make me feel so overwhelmed, do things in sessions. And what I mean by that is, if you got a house chores that you need to do, don't do them all at once. And I will tell you, since I've been doing that, it's helped. I went back there today to do the office. It wasn't even really bad. And people see that stuff that was on that table. That's because I put it on there because I was moving stuff off the tables. I say that because I know people say, "Oh, she messy." No, I'm not, baby. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I had put that stuff on my table, removed it from some tables and wiped down. And I showed the tablecloths that I'm put on there. They air drying. They should be dry. And I'm going to put them back on the tables and put all the other stuff where it's supposed to be. And then I changed the table thing that I got the $1.25 tree. Threw the old one away and put that there and everything. I ain't trying to keep it with nobody's Jones. I'm Jones life. I do what I need to do for me and what makes me comfortable. And if don't nobody like it, I'm not saying it to please nobody. I'm just sharing what I do. And sometimes we have to prioritize our lives. And that's what I decided to do. So in the midst of that, what I do is when I make a planner for the week, if I don't write it down, I write down what I did for that day. Like today I did that. I'm not doing nothing else. I ain't even cooking. I ate this, got this hamburger still right here. I warmed it up from yesterday and I made that salad. That's not cooking. My granddaughter, when she gets here for school, she got some stuff that she know how to fix. She know how to fix things. I am stepping back because you know what? Why am I giving everybody else a break? And I don't get one. And I don't get one. We have to really look at what's going on in our lives. And I'm so serious with it. I'm like, why do I have to cry? Why do I have to be sad? Why am I going through this? Everybody else, even though it might be a child or two of mine, if they feel like they want to make me sad, or I'm going to be a mom and my feelings is going to always be attached to my kids, but I can detach somewhat. No, I'm not turning my back on my babies. I can detach a little bit when it comes to the emotional side of it, because sometimes you have to cut the cord and let them be grow up. And sometimes leave to be you talking to you blue in the face. Timing is everything. I've experienced that myself. I'm not a hard-headed person, but I have made my own self sad before, because why do you keep allowing yourself to go through this? Why you keep allowing yourself to let people treat you this way? So if I have to stay in my own bubble, I had no problem with it. And this is not no speech of me trying to prove a point. I'm proving a point because I want everybody to realize in life, yes, we go through things. Everybody going through something different. But at the end of the day, if you that person that's out there that feel like you have to clam up, can't talk, can't speak, especially if you're in a relationship, why are we in these relationships? A relationship ain't supposed to be feeling nervous unless you got the butterflies because you're in love. You ain't supposed to feel like you can't go to that person, and if you go to that person, that person's gonna chop your head off, or you feel like they're so one-sided and all this stuff like this here. I ain't never felt like that with my kid's father. Never. We had so much of a good relationship. I said this to my daughter the other day. I said, have you ever been so comfortable that you can go in the bathroom with someone? He still loved me. He watching over me, and he taking care of me, and he's not here. And I know he's proud he doing that. Because despite me being married twice, I was his only wife. He's been married twice too. I I was his only wife. And he loved me and his children. So a recap of what I'm talking about. Why people act like they're your friends, they really ain't. Why people act like they don't want you to be in a relationship. I kind of got the answers, but I'm just leaving a little bit of a tidbit, open discussion type thing. If you want to comment, please, please feel free to. Don't be ashamed or shy. I know the answers in a sense, but I don't know the answer. And I can only assume oftentimes people are selfish. They want you to be that side person because I'm not no piece. I'm a side person or chick or woman on the side. Someone want to have something to back up. I'm not no backup either. You talk to me when you want to talk to me and all this stuff, and you on somebody's time and you can't call them and stuff. I've been in a relationship with that. I've never been in a relationship with somebody that you can't pick up the phone and call them when you want to. That's a totally red flag there. But somebody you never been with, they don't care if you call them morning, noon, or night. That's serious. You ain't got to say, should I call him? No, no. I can get off the phone right now as we speak and call that person. Leave to be. If that person's at work, He used to talk to me on work. He's and play music and everything, eat and everything, laugh, cry, all that, whatever. But at the moment, I was so caught up into the happy part of it, I wasn't sad. That my daughter was here living before she moved out of state, and she was in my room, and this individual called me, and he was like in the Beverly Hills part of California, nice area. And he said, I want to show you something. And my daughter was in my room, and she said these words to me. She said, Mom, she said, that is really nice. Somebody just pick up the phone, say hello, how you doing, and show you sceneries and him laying in the park and us talking on the phone, and he could be at a nightclub. Now this is deep. At a nightclub and call you when he's in the club, leaving out the club to get into a transportation thing to take him home. Deep. But he will always hold a special part of my heart. Yes, he will. And I'm not going to change that. I don't give a damn if he don't talk to me. He knows this. Because that person told me truthfully things, truthful things. It wasn't no manipulative stuff. No. And this ain't no lie I made up. This is truth. He talks to my son. My son might need somebody to talk to. He could call him. Well, matter of fact, my son told me last week he called him. I didn't know he called him. I didn't tell him to call him. He knew him. I like that. And I don't even have to know what it's about. He asked about my kids, my grandbabies. I like him as a friend. I love him, but as a friend. See, sometimes you got to put things in that category, because just because you care about a person, that don't mean that's the person you need to be with. Keep it where it's at. Now, you can grow from that. And if you grow into that different part of your life, you both need to willingly want it together. It has to be on his terms, your terms, all in together. Not you wanting it and he really don't, like you begging or something. Oh no, I won't do that, baby. But when you open up to someone, he wasn't the person I was talking about when I said what I said earlier. No, this is somebody I was supposed to have. See, I ain't been in a relationship with him. I'm talking about people that I've been in relationships with. Selfish. And you know deep down in your soul that that person's selfish. They need to be by themselves. They don't need to never be with no one. But see, this is the thing. And then I'm going to end this live. People know who they want. And they can string you along. People know what they want and what they don't want. And I'm going to tell you what I want. A loyal, decent, good person. Because none of us is perfect. I want somebody to love me as I would love them. And vice versa, I want to love that person too. Don't force no love on you. Don't force nobody to love you. We're not desperate. But what I won't put up with is some things that I put up with when I was younger. And you got to have standards too. Don't compare, but you can set your standards. You can, and everybody ain't the same. So don't get into a relationship off the rip telling somebody what you done went through with this person. I'm totally against that myself, though. And they want to hear what you've been through with the past. No, that's why it's called the past. I don't want to bring my past into this. If I'm healing and working on myself to get ready for you, my knight in shining armor, so to speak, Why do I want to tell you about that person that I was in a relationship with? And let me tell you something else. I'm not going to bash him either because I'm not with him no more. My feelings with that person is gone. Mm-hmm. Been gone. Flushed down toilet into the sewer. But you can relate some things. I ain't holding no grudge. I don't want no alt in my heart. God took that out of me. I had to pray and cry on a lot of things. And if you call me and tell me to forgive you, or I'm sorry, not to forgive you, and I'm saying it wrong. If you call me and tell me that you're sorry, my ex-husband did this, not my kid's father, my second. If you call me and tell me you're sorry, you was wrong, and you admit to me what you did on your own, out of nowhere, timing, I forgive you, and we keep it pushing. And right to this day, occasionally he will check on me. I don't have no problem with that. Losing my sister's husband, me, him, my sister, and her husband, it was like this, Bonnie and Clyde, so to speak. My baby sister and him and her husband and us, oh, we had some good times. He was sad from that because he went through some sicknesses and still is, but that's that. I want nothing bad for no one to happen. And if you call me, not call me, or write me and say, how you doing? I'm just checking in on you. People, stop taking everything personal. That's like a friendly gesture. Hi, how you doing? And keep it pushing. When you're trying to hook back up, leave your past in the past sometimes. Your past ain't meant to go back to. Now, like I said the other day, and I'm going to get off here. If you meet somebody in high school, that's high school love, sweetheart type of thing. And he done went on to the military, and you probably done went off to college, and y'all hooked back up 6 years later. That's kind of different. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about somebody that you done been in a relationship for about 10 years, and you don't grew apart or whatever the case may be. Leave it there. You don't have to hate the person. Leave it there. And I'm gonna tell you this: I told my granddaughter, and I told my children. My kids know this. Anything that happened to me, I walked away from it. It didn't walk away from me. And when I walked away or left it alone, I left it alone. I don't want to go back for no seconds and thirds. Mm-mm. My second husband, he left, kept leaving me. I done told this story a million times. And my mama always say, you got to be the one. You do. Because you got to keep telling a person about what you're going through, this, that, and the third. Keep telling them, and all this, that, and another. And you sitting up there going through it and stuff. You making yourself look like some kind of person, right? So this is not my segment because I didn't pour my stories out to my family. I suffered in silence. I really did. But later on tours, my mom is not a dumb woman. And she used to say, where's this person? Where's this person? Where's this person? Da, 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 da. Because he went over my mama's house and stole my vehicle that I let her use. Him and his sister. I don't know. Well, your vehicle's not here. So what? Yeah. So she started taking heed to little things. But for us, me calling her on the phone and say, Mama, I got something to tell you, and I'm crying and telling, pouring my heart out. No. No. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. My mama was like this with me as she got older and I got older. I don't worry about you, baby. But when I start hearing you complain, because she did one time, she said something ain't right because this ain't you, Lisa. So I'm this person that will sit back, cry a tsunami, a stream, a pond, a river, and the ocean. But when it's all said and done, I have to put back my broken pieces to my puzzle. I do. Okay, go talk to a psychiatrist, psychologist, therapist, counselor, pastor. But at the end of the day, you got to take what they give you, or you don't have to, but you still got to sit down and try to prioritize what you want and to fix yourself. That's me. But I ain't gonna say you ain't gonna see me cry. I ain't gonna say I ain't gonna go through nothing. But I have to step back and say, hmm, everybody living their best life or worst life, or what kind of life they living. I'm living. God wakes me up. I got air in my lungs to breathe. I can see, I can feel, I can hear, and I can taste. Walk, touch, and I'm alive. But I don't feel like I'm living. But I'm grateful for God. I'm just not grateful for the way things is in my life. See, I'm that person. I know how to speak, and I hope I'm making sense. So anyhow, Ohanas, this is the person you're going to get on this platform. This is the person that I am. I appreciate any and everyone that's getting on here, liking my videos, commenting, subscribing, hit your notifications, like. And for those that sent a gift to my granddaughter, shout out to you. I don't know who you are, but you are a blessing in disguise. Her birthday is May the 3rd. And I have put an Amazon wish list. I just did it. And the first day I put that on there, somebody had purchased something. So I'm forever grateful for that. And I truly mean that, because don't nobody get nothing from me. And that mystery person, woman or man, God bless you. And I truly mean that. So on that note, Ohanas, we are family. You know why? Because I said so.